So main long int n comma r ncr. Here factorial value is n minus 1, that is I is equal to 1 to n minus 1, I is greater than 0 and I minus minus, f is equal to f into I. Repeatedly multiply and return f. Return f, once you have given return f, the value will be sent to the called program. This is the calling program. Okay. This called program in the main program, long scan of n and r value is read. NCR equal to fact of n divided by fact of n minus r, fact of r. Now it's audible and visible, guys. Is it audible and visible? Okay, I can continue. Okay. Passing array to functions. So here fact of n minus r, and then this is called as passing by value. Initially, for when you given us for n for I 5 and r for 2, say it gives 5 factorial here, 3 factorial, n minus r 3 factorial and 2 factorial. Don't want to repeatedly writing 3 times. You just passing the value and find the value of the factorials. Okay. Insert passing array to functions. Okay. Include studio.h main int a of 50 I comma n. Now just one value is passing to the function and calculate the value. Here array of value, how you can pass it. For example, int a of 50, the same program what we have seen, that sorting ascending order, no numbers, in sorting the numbers in ascending order. Read ampersand a n ampersand a sort. Sort here don't want to give ampersand. Sorry. Read is a one function, sort is another function, print is another function. The name of the array variable, size of the array variable. A-N, this is A is name and array, N is the size. Okay. Read A comma N. For I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to N, I plus plus scan of ampersand A of I. This is for read. Sort A, N. A-N. The same procedure what you have separately you have written. So in the past program, everything reading and sorting and printing, everything is given in a whole program. Here when you given it as a modularization, it will be more understand and more easily correct the easily identify the errors if you have in that coding. Okay. Okay then. This is for swap, and for print, this is the thing. For I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 1, print of A of I. So separately we are given in different program. This is more understandable and easily can write the program also. This one program can be used by other project also. That's why the function is very useful to everyone. For pointers, why we are using pointers means, see, in array and all, we have assigned 100. 50, A of 50 means you can store only 50 spaces. Dynamically, if you can't able to be change it, isn't it? So that's why in pointer variable means, once you have assigned a variable as a pointer, you can add n number of values to that variable. And also you can store whatever you like. Understood? That is the pointer. So, but each pointer having the address of the next location. See, for example, listen here. This is the you assume like that. These are all the memory locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like that. So it is continuously. It is. Assigning the values. These are all the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the addresses missing. Within that location, you have to store the values, certain 20, 30, like that. So it will be storing and values. Suppose if you want to access any value from the memory location, you should get the address and then fetch the value from this. Here, 0th location and 10th, first location, and value is 4, like that. So you can fetch the value with the use of address. So okay. So in the pointer means what it will do is B800. B800 means this 800 is the address of the next location. So listen here. 10, 300. A is the value. A is a address stored in 100, but it having the value 10, it pointing to the address 300. 300. Okay. So in that 300, some 20 or 20 is stored. This 20 will point to the 400. 400th location is stored at 30. So why I am saying is, so here in previous case and all, arrays and variables, whatever you have used. So suppose these values are assigning in a consequent location. Sequentially, you have to store it and access it. For example, A of 50 means, suppose I want to store 50 values for A means, you need a 50 contiguous locations for storing the 50 values. But while you are using pointers means, suppose in between the two fields only having, the two locations are empty. Here some of few locations are empty. So in that case, so like that. So in that, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is already stored, but these are all empty. These are all empty. Okay. These are all the empty spaces. These are all the empty spaces. How you can, so but it is having only 10 locations here. But you want to store 100 locations, 100 values. But you can't able to use this 10 as well as this 5 also. But when you are using pointer variable means, so first 3 variables are 5 values are stored here. The remaining 10 values are stored here. Okay, remaining 10 values are stored here. Again, you can store the remaining 25 values are stored here. So like that. Okay, so what I mean is each and every one is connected with next location what you have stored. This will be connected here. This will be connected here. So actually, a pointed variable which is having the value as well as address of the next location where you have stored. That also pointed by the pointer. That is the beauty of pointer. Understood? So this is the thing, passing by reference. I'll share this one. These are all the things in the பாயிண்டர் என்றால் C++ல வர்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. அது அவ்வளவா யூஸ் பண்ணவும் மாட்டோம் நம்ம C++ல. அதுல வந்து ஆப்ஜெக்ட் ஓரியன்டட் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால அங்க போயிடும். ஓகே தென் So this is why we are using this pointers and all. Okay, இத ஒவ்வொரு language ஒவ்வொரு each and every statement, every thing is defined as specifically for one purpose. Oh, single variable, or if you store single variable, you assign it in a single variable, a equal to 10. 10 values or 50 values stored in a single variable array you have to use. So different data types stored in one variable, you have used the structure. And same thing, so not even to store a contiguous location, wherever locations available, that and all dynamically we can use the memory locations, means you go with the pointers. So each and every application, what is requirement must you have to be analyzed that. According to that, you choose the statements and data types. According to that, you apply in your coding, means it should be an efficient one and fast consuming, fast results you can get it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we go with the C++. Okay, what is the difference between C++ and C programming is C++ is a object-oriented program. Function-oriented C programming is what? Function-oriented programming. C++ is a object-oriented programming. Is it audible, everything? Is it audible as well as screen also visible? Guys, respond please. Yes. Okay. C++ is an object-oriented programming. But in C is a function-oriented. In function and all, in C programming, they have used structured, the primitive data type and derived data type. The two things are used. Primitive data types means integer, float. Apart from the derived data types are array, structure, file, union, pointers and all used. Structure here, but in C++, it is a class, object oriented. Everything is all created as a single variable use பண்றதில்ல. Object instances. Object na ஒரு variable ஒரு object னு சொல்லுவோம். அந்த object வந்து நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம்னா அது instance. இல்லன்னா இல்ல. சரிங்களா? அதுதான். இது ரெண்டுக்கும் உள்ள டிஃபரன்ஸ் வந்து இதுதான். சரியா? ஓகே. சிக்கும் C++க்கும் அதுதான் டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ இங்க சில வந்து நம்ம ஸ்கேன் ஆஃப் அப்படின்னு போடுவோம், பிரிண்ட் ஆஃப்னு போடுவோம். இதுலயுமே நம்ம ஹெடர் ஃபைல்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு, இன்வோக் பண்ணணும். என்னென்னலாம் நம்ம உள்ள யூஸ் பண்றோமோ அது எல்லாமே இதுலயே யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஹேஷ் இன்க்ளூட் ஐஓ ஸ்ட்ரீம், தட் இஸ் இன்புட் அவுட்புட் stream.h அப்படின்னு பண்ணணும். conio.h is same as in C programming, that is configuration input output, that is clear screen, empty the screen, that and all. அப்புறம் main int a, character a, c out, enter the value end ln. Okay, c in a plus plus, c out here, c out. இங்க வந்து நம்ம ஃபார்மேட் ஸ்ட்ரிங்கோ இதெல்லாம் எதுவும் கொடுக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை, ஆனா டிக்ளேர் பண்ணணும். சரிங்களா? டிக்ளேர் பண்ணோம். என்டர் த வேல்யூ எண்ட் இல்லைன்னா பிரிண்ட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு நியூ லைன் கொடுக்குற மாதிரி ஸ்லாஷ் பேக் ஸ்லாஷ் என் கொடுத்தோம்ல சி ப்ரோக்ராமிங்ல, அதே மாதிரி இங்க எண்ட் இல்லன். சி இன்னுங்கிறது ஸ்கேன்எஃப்ங்கிற மாதிரி. சி இன் ஏ, இதுல வந்து இந்த டைரக்ஷன் சிம்பிள்ஸ் தான் டிஃபர் ஆகும். சி இன் அண்ட் சி அவுட்ல. ஏ பிளஸ் பிளஸ்னா ஏ ஈக்குவல் டு ஏ பிளஸ் பிளஸ். இதுல நம்ம பிரிண்ட் பண்ணும் போதும் நம்ம ஃபார்மேட் பண்ணி பிரிண்ட் பண்ணலாம்னா எப்படி ஃபார்மேட் பண்ணணும்னா செட் வித் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம பண்ணலாம். செட் வித் ஆஃப் 4 ஏன்னு சி அவுட்ல கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா 4 கேரக்டர்ஸ்ல அலோகேட் பண்ணிக்கும் ஏல. சரிங்களா? அதுதான். ஓகே. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த இன்புட் அவுட்புட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இன் C++. சரி, ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்ல, ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ங்கிறத எப்படி டிஃபைன் பண்றது, அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா இதுல வந்து கிளாஸ் அப்படின்னு ஒண்ணு இருக்கு. கிளாஸ், தட் இஸ் கிளாஸ். இதான் நம்ம யூஸ்வலா என்ன செய்வோம், ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்ல என்ன செய்வோம், ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துட்டு இப்படி கொடுத்துருவோம் இல்லையா. இதுல ஸ்ட்ரக்சர், இந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சரை வந்து நமக்கு பின்னாடி நம்ம மாத்த முடியுமா, ஏதாவது ஆட் பண்ணணும்னா ஆட் பண்ண முடியுமா? ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட இதுல வந்து M1 M2 தான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். அதுக்கப்புறமா என்னால ஆட் பண்ண முடியல. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் சில சப்ஜெக்டை ஆட் பண்றேன். அந்த சப்ஜெக்டை ஆட் பண்ணணும்னா நான் அகெயின் கோடை போய் தான் மாத்தணும். ஃபுல்லா ஒரிஜினல் கோடை போய் தான் மாத்தணும். அப்படி மாத்தணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. C++ யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நீங்க ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட டேட்டா பேஸ் ஒன்று கிரியேட் பண்ணியிருந்தா நீங்க அதுல இன்னொரு ஆப்ஜெக்டை வந்து டிரைவ் பண்ணி ஒரு வேரியபிளையோ ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனையோ நீங்க என்ன செஞ்சிடலாம், ஆட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு in structure just you are declaring the variables only, but in object and structure is same, but the difference is in structure all the variables only defined it in the structure, but in object you can define your rights in the sense that is authorities you can give, private access authority, private, public. For you can access these private variable. This is as an private public variable, and you can define functions within that object also. Functions otherwise we can call it as methods. Methods in the sense, for example, you can define for example. So listen here. Class student, int roll number, name S1, and then total word. So here, these are all the, just a minute. Okay. Class student, here these are all the variable. This is public, okay. Public int roll number. Public means you have rights given to the variables. These variables are accessed by anyone. These variables is accessed by private. Public means globally you can access. Public void. Here within this class you can assign some methods or functions. Get data is one method. Void print. Declare it like this. So you can define your functions or methods within the class or else in the outside the class also. So listen here. Now the class student which having the variables along with two methods. See how you can define this one in the used in your main program as student object. So class student, now you can use it as an object OBJ with data type student. How you can access individual methods within that classes, object.getData, object.print. Understood? How you can define it? That is, you can define it in outside of the program. Class getData, that is the define it from the student. Student is a class name. With the class name, you define a method. C in roll number, C in M1, M2, class print. Like that, continuously it's coming. Print student, roll number, M1, M2, total, average, everything will be printed. Whenever your main program, you call that method getData, it will get the value from the keyboard. Whenever the function print is called in the main program, the print statement is, the print function is called and print the values what you have read. Understood? What is class? What is the difference between a structure and class? Now you may know that why I am giving input of C programming here. Understood or not? Guys, are you following me? Please respond. Yes. Okay. Now you may know that what is class. Okay. So here one more program is there. Private roll number name M1, M2. Total is there. Private void int. So within the class itself you can define. Don't want to go what the see here in structure only variable is assigned. But in a class the variable as well as methods you can define. At the same time that method you can define it in within the class or otherwise outside the class. What I have already given is outside the class. We have defined it in the outside the class. In that class name is referred here. This is a resolution operator. The resolution. When you declare it in outside the class, you should use the class name and resolution operator and method name. This is the method name. Okay. But that function you can define within the class itself. Private, these are private void int total. This private function t is equal to m1 plus m2 return of t. Void int average total and that. But in the this is for outside declaration, this is for inside declaration. Okay. So how you can call in the main program? In the main program, name of the class object. Name of the class is what? Student. Student obj. Obj dot total. Obj dot average. Like that you can access. Understood? Understood? Okay. Student, yes. Yes dot name. Yes dot total. Like that. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Apart from that, what are the features of C programming? Features means same as looping statement and for loop, if loop, all control statements, same as C programming only in C++. Next thing is, what are the main features of OOPS? That is object-oriented programming statements. So here, abstraction is very, very important than the C program. These are all main features apart from the C programming. So, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are all the main features of object-oriented programming. So, abstraction means what? Means like hiding the implementation details. Why? How you can hide it? By giving what? The rights, private, public, like encapsulation. That is abstraction. Encapsulation is also hiding data for the purpose of protection. That is also encapsulation means it will be closed one. So student means that is alone it coming. Other information will not enter into that. That is encapsulation. Like tablet. In tablets and all, one capsule form you have given. No? So like that. Others will not disturb it. And inheritance. Inheritance means what? See, for example, I am deriving a class student in that what I have given is, for example, so in that total and average alone you have given. Suppose I want to get data, print data, you want to include in these two methods like that, say. So you can add, you can derive from the student to another one class. That is derived class. That is can be possible through inheritance. With the base class, you can derive more than one classes. Initially, while I am declaring that total and average alone methods is included in my class. But in future, I want to add two more functions within two more methods. Means you can derive from the base class and add the two functions and use it for that. Okay. And next one is polymorphism. This is the very, very important feature in the C++. Polymorphism representing of different forms. There are two types. One is the compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Otherwise, we can call it as dynamic binding, we can say. What is that? I'll tell you. The static polymorphism, otherwise we can call it as runtime polymorphism. Dynamically, it will be changed. Okay, compile time polymorphism. This is static polymorphism, another one is the dynamic polymorphism. Okay, first you will see that what is, now you may know that what is object and what is class and what is instance of the class is called an object. எப்போ அந்த கிளாஸை வந்து யூஸ் பண்றோமோ அதுதான் அந்த அக்கரன்ஸ் தான் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ்னு சொல்றோம். So whenever the class defined as used, when we can call it as an instance. Okay. Okay, now we go for the polymorphism. Polymorphism say, for example, world. We can derive India and USA under world. A rose is derived from the flower. What is the difference in that compile time and real compile time or dynamic time means, runtime means? Here, first we see the compile time, that is static polymorphism. In that static polymorphism, we will be having two things, that is function overloading and overriding. That in the polymorphism itself, what is the meaning is, two or more functions can have the same name but different parameter and different function also. Do you understood what I am saying? Polymorphism means, see, same name. For example, a ladies present in the home, mother, sister, etc. He will do some other work. When they are present in the classroom, he teach the classes as well as listen the class, whatever it may be. As a student or a teacher, whatever it may be. He may be in a caretaker, he is cleaning everything, washing everything and all. So the role may be different, but the name is same. Understood? So that is the polymorphism here. Two or more functions can have the same name but different roles, different parameters. Understood? See, listen here. But in that, what is overloading, what is overriding, and what is compile time, what is runtime? Everything we'll see one by one. Now, what is polymorphism? You understood, isn't it? The world is there. Within that world, individual country is there. Understood? Addition, same name. World, that is addition, is the one name dot sum A, comma B. Here, A and B are integer variable. Sum int A, B, C. Three more variables parameters are passed. So when you call this sum by using name sum, by passing two parameters means it will call and execute this program. When you pass the three parameters for the sum, automatically the program executes this function. Okay. For example, class addition. Class is addition. This is the class name. This is the class name. This is method name. Okay. These are all the parameters. Public int ABC, public sum void and sum int AB, count A plus B, void sum int ABC. Okay. Now you may understood. This is one method. This is one method. Both having the same name, sum. Okay. Okay. You can derive one more method outside the class declaration. This is one class declaration. This is one class declaration. Suppose if you want to add one more declaration, say class sum addition. Addition is a class name. Again, one more sum I can declare it as character A, character B. See, C out A plus B. That means what? Character A may be a so C say. Character B is having wrong. Both are character variable. That is, this is one string, this is one string. Now you have given sum plus is given. So what it will do? It will be concatenate. So C wrong. Concatenate the two string. Understood? Outside, see that is derived class. This is inheritance as well as. Inheritance, are you understood what is inheritance here? Initially, a class defined addition as two sum function. Now you can derive one more function method from the base class addition. கொடுக்குறோமா கிளாஸ் சம்ங்கிறது இன்னொரு கிளாஸ்ல அதுல ஒரு சம்ங்கிற ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனை ஆட் பண்றோம். இப்போ பாருங்க மெயின் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எப்படி இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. ஆப்ஜெக்ட் addition is a class. Object is an instant. Object that sum 10, 20 means what it will which function is invoked. This one is invoked. When you call object sum 10, 20, 30, 3 parameters you have passed. So automatically this function will be invoked. Suppose if you have given object sum Ram Lakshman say Ram Lakshman say, so automatically this function will be invoked. Understood what I am saying? So that is polymorphism. Okay, that is called sorry, this thing is for overriding. It will give sorry, this object I'll okay. So integer, okay, the same data type, it will be giving us overloading. And overriding means, listen here, same name with different parameter with inheritance should be there. That is overriding. What I said is, no, the class, one more class sum addition. From the addition, sum is one more class is defined. In that sum function, character, different data type is applied with the same name. First, in initial case, sum of 10, 20 is integer. Sum of 10, 20, 30, that is also integer. But here, sum A, B, that is overriding. Where character A and character B is passed in for the sum method. Class base, public void, show, cout base class. Class derived, public base, void, show, cout. Derived from this. A class base from the base class, it will be derived. So class base is public show. This is one. So this is derived from the another class. So this is so. So when you use in the main program base F derived D. F dot show means print it as F base. F is a instance of the object of the base class. Okay. D is an instance of the derived class. D dot show means derived class it will be. Okay. This is override. And then operator overloading. Now you may understood what is Polymorphism. Don't confuse with that. Polymorphism means same name with different functions. Different parameters we pass pannalam. Compile time polymorphism or static polymorphism. For example, class integer L comma B over rectangle L equal to 0, B equal to 0 is defined as rectangle. Void operator plus operator, here operator overloading, L plus equal to 2, B plus equal to, that means L equal to L plus 2, B equal to B plus 2. Now void operator plus character S1, character S2. See how concatenation S1 and S2. That is S1 plus S2. Now you understood what is, now you relate with that. Operator overloading. So here operator is used here. Here also plus, here also plus. Initially we have seen overloading, isn't it? Overloading and overhead. Here plus is the operator overloading. Operator overloading means here C out length, C out breadth. Three functions are defined here. With the operator plus, here some variables are mathematical function is added. Here some string function is added. Okay. Now, in the main program, rectangle R. This is the class name. This is the instance R. Display R dot display. R dot display means what? Initially length rectangle. Display means the length breadth. Initially 0, 0 is assigned, initialized, isn't it? Rectangle. That is only happening. Rectangle display length 0 and 0. Plus R. R is an instance. Plus R means operator overloading is executed. Plus R means length is equal to length plus 2. Breadth is equal to breadth plus 2. Length 2, breadth 2. Now R dot display 2 will be displayed. Now plus R within bracket you have given the passing the parameter Ram and Lakshman say. So in that case R dot display means Ram Lakshman is displayed. Understood what I am saying? Okay. Okay. Now operators are overloaded. Initially the function only overloading. Here operator overloading. Okay. Like that plus you can equal whatever operator you can use it over there. Next one is runtime polymorphism. That is virtual function. Runtime polymorphism means dynamically you can polymorph derived from that. It is a member function which is declared within base class and is redefined by derived class. I will tell you with the example. You listen at the theory properly. All are listening me, all are following me. Guys, is it audible? Yes. Is a member function which is declared within base class and is redefined by derived class. Understood? Base class le declare பண்ணிருப்போம், define பண்ணது வந்து derived class le define பண்ணிருப்போம். When you refer to the derived class, object using a pointer or reference to a base class, you can call virtual function of that object and execute the derived class function. இதை நான் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வச்சு சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு நல்லா புரியும். இங்க பாருங்க, பப்ளிக் இங்க virtualனு ஒரு நேம் வச்சு void show அப்படின்னு கொடுக்குறோம். Hello base class. ஓகே, கிளாஸ் ஏ. இப்போ பாருங்க, கிளாஸ் ஏல எப்படி, கிளாஸ் பி அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு derived class. எதுல இருந்து derive பண்ணிருக்கு? Base classல இருந்து derive பண்ணிருக்காங்க A. இதுல பாருங்க, அதே நேம் தான் பப்ளிக் பாலிமார்பிசம் இல்லையா? void show see out hello derived class. That means what? இப்போ இந்த first point fulfill ஆகுதா? Is a member function which is declared within base class and is redefined by the derived class. Okay, redefined by the derived class. See, listen here. That will be called by pointer variable. Listen here. A equal to A object, B equal to B object. That means what? A is a one class, B is also a derived class. Here, A object, B object are two instances you have used. Now you are assigning a pointer variable to a class. B pointer equal to A, address of object A. B pointer is equal to B pointer is A class. First class, that is address of A class. Show, B pointer points to show means what it will display? Show hello base class. Now you assign B object to the same pointer variable. Now you can print as show. You call it as a show. That function means now it is a hello derived class. Now a single variable can act in the base class as well as in a derived class. With the different functions we can invoke them. That's why this statement says when you refer a derived class object, refer to a derived class object using a pointer or reference to a base class. You can call virtual function of that object and execute the derived class function. Virtually you can derive it. Thread-க்காக யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. புரியுதுங்களா? இந்த வெர்ச்சுவல்னு ஒன்று யூஸ் பண்ணணும். அப்பதான் அதுல இருந்து டிரைவ் பண்றத அந்த ரெஃபரன்ஸ் வச்சு நம்ம எத்தனை கிளாஸ் வேணாலும் வெர்ச்சுவலா நம்ம கால் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இன்ஸ்டன்ஸா கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கலாம். புரியுதுங்களா? பாலிமார்பிசம்னா என்ன? வாட் இஸ் பாலிமார்பிசம்? ஒரே நேம்ல சேம் நேம் வித் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பேராமீட்டர்ஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டேட்டா டைப்ஸ் பாஸ் பண்ணி ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸை கால் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதுல வந்து ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஓவர்லோடிங் இருக்கு, ஆபரேட்டர் ஓவர்லோடிங் இருக்கு. ஓவர் ரைடிங் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பேராமீட்டர்ஸ், அதாவது டேட்டா டைப் உள்ள பேராமீட்டர் அனுப்புறது, அதை யூஸ் பண்றோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன்று வந்து டைனமிக் பாலிமார்பிசம். டைனமிக் பாலிமார்பிசம் அப்படின்னா virtually you can add more number of methods with derived from the base class by pointing to the pointers. Are you understood? That is polymorphism. In the polymorphism, function overloading, operator overloading, and overriding. Okay. Next one is inheritance. Inheritance is a relation, isn't it? Relation between the first one and another one. That is, different levels are there. Single level, multi-level, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. What is the difference between these things? Single level means a derived class derived from the base class. That is enough. One derived class derived from the base class. All the properties of base class can be used by the derived class. That is the main concepts. Multi-level means one class from another, from where derived another. See, B is derived from A and C is derived from B. That is multi-level. What about the multiple inheritance means? A class C is derived from A and B. That is multiple inheritance. And another one is hierarchical inheritance. See, one class is derived from another class as a tree structure. Okay, so listen here. More than one derived class derived from more than one base class. More than one base class, that is hierarchical. Okay, single level. Paranga. Example, class A base, data members and methods and functions are there. Class B derived, public base. From the base, it will be derived. Members and functions are there. In main program, class A and class B is defined like this. That means what? Multiple single level. This is one level. Multiple level means class A, class B. There are two classes are there. C class is multiple. C class is derived from public A and public B. You can use the methods used in the members and methods used in A as well as B. And also you can define one members in the class C also. Okay. That is multiple inheritance. Multi-level means A to B, B to C, C to A, like that. This is already we have told that a multiple inheritance A, B, and A, C is derived from A and B. Hierarchical inheritance is class world, class India is derived from world. Class USA derived from world. Tamil Nadu is public of India. So from India, Tamil Nadu is declared. So like hierarchically you can define it. Now you may understood what is inheritance. Now the exception handling. What is exception handling? What is exception handling? Guys, are you following? Now you may know that what is polymorphism, what is inheritance. Okay. Very, very important that the exception handling is a program should be in when you write any coding in that, is there any unavoidable situations or errors occurs in the program? It should be intimated to the users or clients. Then only they may understood. See, suppose he entering some data, the data is entering by the client as wrong or correct. It should intimate by the system. Then only he may know. Suppose if he type it in wrong way, it never says anything else. At the end of the process, it's saying it's error means it is a waste of time. Whenever he entering the data, whenever he entering the into the path, whether it is wrong or right, it should intimate to them. That is called an exception handling. That is alert is given to them. Okay. For that, 4 functions are there. Find the problem, inform that problem has occurred, receive the error in information, take the action. What error? So while you are find the problem, you should inform that problem is occurred, receive that error, what problem is occurred, and take the action. These are all the things you need to do. So here the syntax is try, throw the try means what? When a problem arises, it comes there, throw the exception. That means what? Inform the problem, catch, that is receive the problem, and action to be taken. These are all the operation handling. That is exception handling is handled by these 4 operations. Okay. Origin. For example, a printer having printing errors. That error number is received. Throw by the throw exception. This catch, print failure, whatever it may be. So in that org, type org, and what type of error is received, that action to be taken for error that have received. So reset the printer, whatever it may be. Suppose the paper is not there, you keep the papers, action to be taken over there. This is the thing. Try, deduct, throw this, catch, and action to be handle the exception. For example, here, include using namespace yesterday, main int a comma b, enter the value of a comma b, c in a b. Okay, two values are received, int x equal to a minus b. Okay, try if x not equal to 0, x not equal to 0, see out a by x. That is, you divide the a divided by x, end line, that will be printed. Else, throw x. That means what? X is not equal to 0 means it will divide it. Because divide by 0 means it will be overflow, no? Throw that error, catch int I, see out, exception occur or overflow occur. It will be intimate to the client. Return 0. Okay. So what is the outcome written from this program is initially scan C in A comma B. Enter the value for A comma B. When you execute this program, A value, when you given 20, 15 for A and B, it calculates X value 20 minus 15 X. So it will be calculated X is not equal to 0. Yes, X is now 0, 5. X is now 5. A by X, 20 by 5 is equal to 4. Okay. It will be calculated and printed. There is no error occur. It automatically run the program without any error. When you enter the value A and B as 10 and 10 say, what is the outcome? X equal to 0. Now A divided by 0 is error. That is infinity. Overflow is occur. Now the error is occur. Now the X is not equal to 0. Else. Throw X. Now the catch I. That I is exception occur. Int. Return 0. Automatically it will return the 0. Infinity is couldn't able to inform, no? That's right. Now you understood what is exception handling. This is sample one. With the use of that, you can study with your material. You may understood that. Next one is constructor and destructors. A class name same as constructor name. It is used for construct and initialize all the data members. Auto initializingly, that is automatically called when the object is created. What it means is, why it's coming for construction destruction is for better utilization of memory only. How it will be using for better utilization of memory means, whenever, see, we have seen that so many classes we are using and so many classes are derived from the base class, etc., etc. But all the classes at the same time we are using means not possible. So what it will do is, first it will, whatever the classes used currently, that alone you should align. You should keep it in a main memory. Others will be take it away from the main memory. For that case only we can use for constructor and destructors and others. So here class A int I public A of declaration is given. this resolution operator, the constructor is given A of C I equal to 1, C out I. In main program, A is an object, A dot object of function. When you give like this, the value of I will be displayed. Okay, this is constructor. See, the base name and the constructor name one name one. And I public A of அப்படின்னு சொன்ன உடனே இந்த ஏல வந்து ஐயோட வேல்யூ வந்து டிஸ்பிளே ஆகுது அவ்வளவுதான் இல்லையா. ஆனா இது வந்து சேம் பேஸ் கிளாஸோ இது கிளாஸ் பேஸ் கிளாஸ் நேமும் இந்த கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் நேமும் ஒண்ணு போல இருக்கும் அவ்வளவுதான். இதுதான் ஒரு கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டரோடது. இந்த கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டரே 3 வகையா நம்ம இது பண்ணலாம். டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் 3 வகையில 2 வகை இருக்கு. டிஃபால்ட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர், காப்பி கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் அப்படின்னு. டிஃபால்ட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் அப்படின்னா என்னன்னா with no parameter. For example, class cube int side public cube side equal to cubeல வந்து int இது வந்து ஒரு வேரியபிள், அதுல வந்து ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கியூப்ங்கிறதுல சைடு ஈக்குவல் டு 10ன்னு கொடுக்குறோம். சரிங்களா. மெயின் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல இதுல என்ன செய்யறோம், சி கியூப் சி அவுட் சி டாட் சைடுன்னு சொன்னா 10ன்னு பிரிண்ட் ஆயிடும். இது வந்து டிஃபால்ட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர். இப்போ பெராமீட்டரைஸ்டு கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அதுல சம் பெராமீட்டர் பாஸ் பண்றது. இப்போ இன்ட் சைடு கியூப் இன்ட் எக்ஸோட வேல்யூ நம்ம டைனமிக்கா சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். சைடோட வேல்யூவை அதை நீங்க கால் பண்ணும் போதும் சி இப்போ கியூப் C1 of 10, கியூப் C2 of இதெல்லாம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் C1, C2, C3s are all the objects with the parameters are 10. ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல என்ன சொல்றது, இன்ஸ்டன்சஸ், அதுல நம்ம பெராமீட்டர் பாஸ் பண்றோம். C1 டாட் சைடு, C2 டாட் சைடு, C3 டாட் சைடுல வேல்யூஸ் வந்து வேற வேறையா பிரிண்ட் ஆகும். சரிங்களா. இதுதான் என்னது பெராமீட்டர் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர். காப்பி கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் அப்படிங்கிறது என்னன்னா காப்பிகான். ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட காப்பி பண்ணிட்டு நம்ம எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் அந்த மாதிரி. When one object of the class initialized to other object, it takes a reference to an object of the same class as an argument. Here, int a comma b public copycon int x into y, a equal to x, b equal to y, copycon. So that is display a b ரெண்டு. ஓகே, இதை மெயின் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எப்படி கால் பண்றோம்னா பெராமீட்டர் பாஸ் பண்ணி கால் பண்றோம். அதை வந்து காப்பி பண்றோம். காப்பிகான் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் 3040, காப்பிகான் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் 2 is equal to object 1. Now object 1 டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணாலும் அதே தான், ஆப்ஜெக்ட் 2 டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணாலும் அதே தான். திரும்ப அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை நம்ம கால் பண்ணணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. You are creating these things. This is all the constructors. புரியுதுங்களா. Destructors அப்படிங்கிறது என்னன்னா it is used to destroying that constructors to clear the memory space no longer access, whose name same as class but is preceded by null operator. இப்படி null cube அப்படின்னா இந்த கியூப்ங்கிற கிளாஸ் வந்து will not available in the memory space currently. தேவையில்லைன்னா டிஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம், வேணும்னா கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே போகலாம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வேஸ்ல. தட் இஸ் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் அண்ட் டிஸ்ட்ரக்டர். புரியுதுங்களா. இனிஷியலைசிங் த ஃபங்க்ஷன் அண்ட் de-initialize, the destroying the function from the memory space. That is okay. புரியுதா, எல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுதா. நாளைக்கு கிளாஸ்ல C++ எடுப்போம். ஓகேவா. All are understood? Can you able to chat it? ஏன் பண்ண முடியல, chat பண்ண முடியலையா guys? Okay. Is it audible now? Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the tomorrow's class. Message is not passing. There is a problem in my thing, I think so. Couldn't be able to chat now. Hopefully, you may understood what is C programming, how you relate with the C++. What are all the statements used in C programming is same is used in C++. Little bit is different. That's why I have differentiated and given both the thing. You can study well with our materials. What you have given, all have. Hope you got lesson materials from the university. Study well, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. May leave this class. Okay. Thank you so much for listening.